Morning. Evidently, this is part of the power steering. So our statement of truth is there's a power for good in the universe, and you can consciously use it. So much of what we talk about is consciously. And our mission is to teach, demonstrate, and inspire a positive spiritual approach to life. And with that, we'll have a song from Victoria and James.
Yes, it's a good day for singing a song, and it's a good day for moving along. Yes, it's a good day. How could anything be wrong? A good day from morning till night. And it's a good day for shining your shoes, and it's a good day for losing the blues. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. A good day from morning till night. I said to the sun, good morning, sun, rise and shine today. You know you've gotta get going if you're gonna make a showing, and you got the right of way, 'cause it's a good day for paying your bills, and it's a good day for curing your ills. So take a deep breath and throw away the pills. It's a good day from morning till night. To the sun, good morning, sun, rise and shine today. You know you've gotta get going if you're gonna make a showing, and you got the right of way, 'cause it's a good day for paying your bills. It's a good day for curing your ills. So take a deep breath, take all those pills. It's a good day from morning to night. It's a good day from morning to night.
Oh, we don't have a lot of Frisbee golfers out there today, from what I can see in the parking lot, so we're in here where it's nice and toasty warm. So let us do our group reading to start with, and then I'll start us with a prayer. Does everybody have a program? I am ready to deepen my conviction in the power and presence for good. I am ready to apply it in my daily life. I am ready to receive God's highest blessings. I am ready to live from a higher level of beingness. I am ready to be a transformative light in the world. Now, if you'll just settle into your chairs, take a deep breath, enjoy the warmth of the room. And let's center ourselves to knowing that there's one infinite presence, the boundless intelligence of the universe from which all life flows. This presence is the source of every inspiration, the spark of every idea, the foundation of creation. It is the love that sustains us, the light that guides us, and the power that moves through us. In this sacred moment, I recognize our oneness with the divine intelligence. We are a channel for the infinite creativity, wisdom, and love. Just as the beauty of a sunset reflects the artistry of spirit, the smile of a baby reveals its joy, and the renaissance of music echoes in the harmony. I, too, am an expression of the holy magnificence. Today, I open my heart and mind to the inspiration that calls me to be big for God. I step boldly into my divine potential, allowing Spirit to work through me as a force for good. Whether in small acts of kindness or grand gestures of service, I align with the infinite to make a difference, to uplift others, and to magnify the presence of love in this world. I trust that this intelligence guides me perfectly. It whispers to me in moments of stillness and energizes me in times of action. I am filled with a deep sense of purpose, knowing that the ideas and aspirations that come to me as divine gifts urge me to express more of who I truly am. As I embrace this call to greatness, I am reminded of the infinite possibilities available to me. With gratitude and joy, I release any doubt or limitation, standing firm in the truth that Spirit is always working through me, for me, and as me. And so I affirm with confidence and love, I am inspired by the intelligence of the universe. I am guided by the infinite wisdom of God, and I am empowered to live a life that is big, bold, and beautiful for God. And so it is. And now, we will light our flames of faith. Colleen, you can do that. So we all know there are many paths to the one, there are many names for the one, and on each Sunday service we recognize some of the other paths as we light the flames of faith. We light the candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as a path of love. We light the candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of the God as the highest calling. And now I invite you all to light the candle within for all forms of New Thought, knowing that that burns brightly with you and never leaves you. And so it is. And now we will have a reading from Colleen. You get to come back up again. You're just a workhorse here today.
I'm sorry I didn't wear my step counter. Just kidding. Okay. This is You Are Enough. You are not the noise of the world, but the quiet strength it cannot steal. Not the wounds you hide in shadows, but the light that dares to heal. Every flaw you see in the mirror is a story of battles you've won. Like the cracks in a weathered stone, you are shaped by what you've overcome. You are not a fleeting moment, but the rhythm of an eternal song. Not a question waiting for answers, but the truth that's been there all along. So stand tall in the storm's embrace. Let your roots sink deep in the soil. You are enough, just as you are, a masterpiece in your own turmoil. Poetic solace.
We've all had those days when we felt like a weathered stone, haven't we? So here's another song.
Spirit, we are beautiful. Spirit, we are beautiful. Here in the light that surrounds us, we are beautiful. Spirit, we are powerful. Spirit, we are powerful. Trusting in the mind that guides us, we are powerful. Spirit, we are bountiful. Spirit, we are bountiful. Thank you for the life that sustains us. We are bountiful. Spirit, we are beautiful. Spirit, we are beautiful. Here in the light that surrounds us, we are are beautiful. Spirit, we are powerful. Spirit, we are powerful. Trusting in the mind that guides us, we are powerful. Spirit, we are bountiful. Spirit, we are bountiful. Thank you for the life that sustains us. We are bountiful. Spirit, beautiful. Spirit, powerful. Spirit, beautiful. Spirit, bountiful. Spirit, beautiful. Spirit, powerful. Spirit, beautiful. Spirit, beautiful.
Beautiful. And now for our message of the day. Here's Reverend Debbie.
Good morning, all of you brave souls. Glad to see us all here today. This month, we are looking at that idea of being big for God, looking at that idea of suiting up and showing up in all of our glory and recognizing that we are enough. On my video message this week, I shared an inspiration. Actually, it was an aha moment for me. You know, I used to think, and I still do actually, we gather together in community, be it in person or online, to remind ourselves that we can change our thinking and change our lives, that we can consciously work in partnership with the One. But I now think, more importantly than that, we gather together to support our enoughness, to remind ourselves, to remind each other that we are enough, that we are weathered stones, that we come together to ensure that our roots are planted deep and we can step into that divine at any single moment, no matter what's going on. That is why we gather together, is to remind each other how beautiful and powerful and glorious we all are. And that, when I look back as to why I kept coming back to this teaching, it is for that reminder that we are all we're just enough. And yet, there's nothing wrong in wanting to be more, to do more, to have more. More in terms of joy and love and peace. More in terms of feeling loved and not worrying. More in terms of shining through our doubts and knowing that there is someone, there's a community actually to support us in doing that. To express ourselves without any regret because we know whose we are. To breaking fear of all that fear and that doubt and that worry and that what will they think of me stuff. Right? When we come together, we know our good. We know our harmony and we know our joy and we know our worth. And as we step into that power, we naturally become bigger for God because we're becoming bigger for ourselves. We're being willing. This month, it's about being willing to be that catalyst of change, to not worry about fitting in, but to just joyously showing up. Just showing up. And that's what this teaching does. It says, suit up, show up, step into your power, and know that you are always directed, you are always guided, you are always in divine company with the One, that one intelligent universe. Ernest Holmes wrote, "There is something within us which constantly pushes us forward, which demands continued progress. It is what keeps us going and moving ahead, because it is what we are, demanding expression. We must move forward into a higher and more satisfying spiritual nature." That's what this teaching does. It enables us to move forward into a more satisfying nature of who we are. I wasn't here last week, but I know Reverend Joanne covered that idea of being. Becoming aware of the bigger reality. That we're not just little small little things here trying to survive. Embodying the belief in the responsiveness of the law. Because the law is the law. The law is what you think about is what comes about. Where you put your attention is where Spirit says, okay, here comes more. Because you are an expression of me, the very thing itself. Beingness in terms of being bold and knowing that not only do we have a right to speak our word, but we can speak it loudly. Being in terms of imagining ourselves being divine spirit in divine expression in a big way in our life. Knowing that when we do that, we're influencing other lives. She also talked about this idea of going forth and act in practical ways that you can do. Practical. Yes, we can dream of the moon, we can shoot for the moon, but there's practical steps between here and there. And that idea of being is at the basis of our form of prayer, spiritual mind treatment. Step one is recognizing there is just one, that thing itself, whatever you call it. Step two is recognizing that we are all part of it. We are all completely it in our own divine expression. And then it's recognizing that we can command. We can command the law through our words, our thoughts, our actions. We can command it to work in creating what we want and manifesting it. And then we go back to the beginning about being grateful. Grateful for this truth, grateful for this life, grateful for our power. And then we let it go, which is hard to do because we all want to hold on, right? But we get to let it go. It's about trusting ourselves, trusting the one, and then just suiting up and showing up. So today, I want to talk about inspiration, because this teaching provides us inspiration, just as this community does. It encourages us to step into our power. It reminds us of how big we are. It allows us to support that idea of being big. So inspire. It comes from the word in, which means inside or into in Greek. And then spira, which means to breathe. And I love that about inspiration. Inspiration, to be inspired is to breathe into. To breathe into. for God to breathe us, for the thing itself to breathe us. Isn't that lovely? When we take a deep breath, we can feel ourselves expand, right? And when we let it out, it feels so good. It is God that is breathing us always. Holmes said, "We can be certain that there is an intelligence in the universe which we may come to, that will guide us, that will inspire us, that will breathe us." So with that, with knowing that, how can we be anything but bigger in life? It's not just about speaking out for love. It's about having a strong, powerful, healing voice in this world. It's not just about living out loud without regret. It's about taking it to the next step. It's about being bold and magnificent. It's about being of service and in service. It's not just about saying yes to our good, but it's about having our hands stretched out wide, ready and willing to not only receive it, but to give it, knowing that as we give it, it comes back even greater. It's not just about living in harmony in this teaching. It really isn't. It's about swaying with that rhythm of life. It's about willing to dance with life in all of its color. It's not about just being a catalyst for change, but it's about being willing to stand up and be counted for. To show integrity and respect in every aspect of our life. And it's about allowing that inspiration that nature, that life provides us, and appreciating it. A beautiful sunset, beautiful sunshine, the smile of a baby, a piece of music. What is it that just takes your heart and says, "Ah"? Oh. That is a reminder, I believe, that God is breathing us. And we are made out of that same incredible, remarkable stuff. All of us. We're all made of that God stuff. And that inspiration that we have, that desire that we have within us, it can either pull us forward or it can push us. Dr. Michael Beckwith is known for the saying, "We are either pushed by pain or pulled by vision from spirit." Because we can't just remain small. We can't remain stagnant. We have to not only welcome change, but we get to direct change. Now, I recognize we would much rather be pulled by a vision than pushed by pain. But I think all of us can say being pushed by pain has provided some of the most remarkable growth we've ever had. Right? Sometimes that push by pain is exactly what we need to get a move on. Again, Holmes, from the textbook. We give intelligence outlet in two ways: pure inspiration and intuition, that would be the vision part, or way of bitter experience. And with most of it, it's through the latter that we move forward. So yes, it's that pain. But when that pain shows up, we have a choice. When that pain pushes us, we have a choice. We can take that pain and turn it into our story and carry it around until people around us are no longer willing to help us carry it. And then we find new people, right? Or we can suit up and show up like we all do and say, yes, now what do I do? We can seek out like-minded individuals who have had similar experiences, similar pain. We can support other people and get out of our own way by being of service. We can work with a practitioner here at this center, either in person or via Zoom, and dig deeper and go wider. We can spend more time in our spiritual practice, allowing that guidance, that intuition to speak loudly and clearly. And when we do that, when we give up don't take the story, but we take the pain and allow us to inspire ourselves, life becomes so sweet in ways we couldn't imagine. I know my spiritual mentor sort of pushed me, not sort of, she absolutely pushed me into being a minister, okay? No two ways about it. And so I was like, okay, fine. I've got a full-time job. I've got a lot of responsibilities. I travel. I will become a minister. I'll support her in every way I can. And when I get old and I retire, maybe I'll move back to the Midwest. I'll start like a prayer circle or something, right? Day before I get my minister's license, she calls, Debbie. One of our practitioners is teaching classes in her own home, collecting the money, and not giving any of it to us. And now we've got to figure out how to get these students receipts, certifications. And I have breast cancer. I'm stepping down, and the church is now yours. Talk to you later. That is a push by pain. Well, my fellow staff minister, Reverend Maddie, and we suited up, we showed up, we did what we had to do. And I will tell you, I owe a great thanks to those poor people who had to listen to me give my first few talks, because it was painful. But we were pushed until we got to a place where we were willing to set a vision. And the two of us set a vision, and the push stopped and the pull started. And the more committed we were to that vision, the bigger and bolder things became. The bigger and bolder we became. We got into the rhythm of life. And I'm sure all of us have a story, an experience of when we were pushed by pain, but it allowed us to pull through with a vision for our life that we would have never, ever imagined. And now I am retired, and I am in the Midwest, and I am not old. So, let me get that off the chest. This year, it's about showing up together, being bigger, not just for God, bigger for ourselves through being bigger for God. And it's all about teaching and inspiring and leading the way for others. The board has a vision for this year, growing together. So get ready, because we're clear on that vision. We are going to grow together in ways. It's going to be so fun to see how it expands, how it shows up in each and every one of our lives, as well as in this community. So your assignment this week, if you choose to take one, is to remember that you are enough. Spend some time with yourself and give thanks for all of those cracks and all of those pains, all of it that got you to where you are now. Because you are right where you are supposed to be, no matter how it feels. And you are in the right community to support you, to pull you into that vision of being more love and more joy and more peace, of being more than just a catalyst, but being an example of a life that's being lived really, really well. Fully supported. Fully supported. In closing, Ernest Holmes, in the moments of real inspiration, we realize, to a degree at least, that God is all, the life in everything, and the love through everything. That, my friends, is who we are. So join me as I close with a prayer. And I just take that deep breath, knowing it is Spirit that is breathing me. And I just release all that is mine to let go of. As I step into that knowing that it is all good, it is all God, it is, and it is. And each of us is a divine expression of it. And it's from that place that I make the following demand for myself, and I welcome you to take it for yourself as well. When I say, in this moment, I demand the law recognizes my willingness to be willing, to suit up and show up in bigger ways. I am willing to be willing to listen to my intuition, to let go of fear, worry, and doubt, and to suit up and show up as who I authentically am. I am willing to be willing to be and have more love, be and have more joy, be and have more peace. And I am willing to look beyond the circumstances and to know that there is something greater moving in the unseen. And that something is not only for my good, but for the good of the planet, for the good of the world. In this moment, I recognize the power and the glory, the enoughness of who I am. And for that, I say thank you. I say thank you for all that's been, all that is, all that will be, knowing that inspiration that comes to me, I have the resources and the equipment to fully see it through. For this, I say thank you, and I let go. I let God do the heavy lifting. And I just breathe, and so it is. Namaste.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
And it indeed is a wonderful world. Just have to open up your eyes and see that all the time. Well, now is a time in our service for conscious giving. It takes a couple dollars to keep this thing rolling. And we do know that whatever you support us with, if you are spiritually fed, not physically fed, over there after service we'll physically feed you, but right now we're just spiritually feeding you. We'll come back to you pressed down and multiplied and running over.
I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed.
Thank you very much. We bless these gifts and we bless the givers. And we also thank those of you that set up recurring payments. And we bless you too, twice. Okay. We have an announcement about the class coming up starting on the 23rd, Thursday at 6:30. This thing called You. Many of you may have read the book. It is a great book. It's the first one I ever read getting into this. And it'll go for 6 weeks. It'll be on Zoom, and you can sign up online at the website. And the information is also there for it. We also have a gift for you, the gift of spiritual mind treatment. Just to say a couple words about that. You can either do it, send a prayer request here, online, see one of us afterwards. Right now we've got Colleen, Debbie, your name, Joanne, myself. Be happy to spend some time with you. But as you think about spiritual mind treatment, you know what you're asking for, but think about what it's like once you get it. If you go online, you'll see that there's questions there, and one of the questions at the end of it is, what will things be like once this manifests for you? Just to give a short example, when I was doing my paneling for becoming a practitioner, one of the people that was paneling me, I was supposed to do a treatment for her. And she had torn something really bad in the back of her legs. It was making it hard, and she was trying to heal from that. Well, in talking with her, what I knew what she was really looking for wasn't just for that to heal. It was to be back on the beach, feeling the ocean, running with her dog. So I didn't worry about how that was going to get fixed. I saw that for her. I knew that for her. And if you do your own treatments and stuff like that, you can know what you're looking for. Yeah, I want my broken arm fixed, whatever. No, I want to be able to write again. I want to be able to throw a football. I mean, you look for what the end result with is. It kind of try and look past what it is. And that's one of the things we do when we work with you for spiritual mind treatment, is to do that and try and get to that point so that you can see it. And we've all had times in our life when I think we just knew something was going to happen. Something as simple as the car I'm driving right now. I knew that I could see myself in a car like that, because I was in a sedan, which was not as comfortable and stuff like that. But I could physically see that. I could physically feel being in there. And it's exactly that way when I drive it today. So look for those things in your life that help you to see what you may be doing. And all the treatment steps, If you want to do your own or on the newsletter, they're also on the website. And if you ever want any help with that, please don't hesitate to give us a call. I will pray us out. Joanne will bless us out. They will sing us out, and we will have fellowship after service. So begin, you just settle into your chairs and just absorb what you've heard today. So as we go forth from the sacred space, we carry with us, knowing the infinite presence of Spirit moves through us, as us, and around us. We are inspired by the intelligence of the universe, called to express our divine potential in bold and beautiful ways. Rooted in love and guided by wisdom, we step confidently into the world as instruments of peace, joy, and creativity. Each moment offers us the opportunity to be big for God, to serve with open hearts, to shine with the light of our true nature. Gratitude for infinite possibilities before us. We walk in faith, knowing that we are always supported by the boundless love and power of Spirit. And so it is.
And I leave you with this blessing. May you be at peace. May you know the beauty of your own true nature. May your heart be open. May you be healed. May you be blessed. Namaste.
I'm so glad somehow I've got salvation now. It keeps the spirit moving in my soul. Every day I find it's peace and joy in mine, and it keeps me singing in my soul. I'm singing, yes, I'm singing in my soul. When the troubles roll, I sing from morn to night, and it makes my burdens light. I'm singing, yeah, I'm singing in my soul. Every now and then, there's something speaks within. It often tells me when I'm doing wrong. Just still kneeling, bow my head in prayer, and my heart rings out in the song. Oh, I'm singing, yes, I'm singing in my soul. When the troubles roll, I sing from morn to night, and I make my burdens light. I'm singing, yes, I'm singing in my soul. Oh, I'm singing, yes, I'm singing in my soul. When the troubles roll, I sing from morn to night, and it makes my burdens light. I'm singing, yeah, singing in my soul. Oh, I'm singing, yeah, singing in my soul.
Join us for fellowship.